Welcome everybody. Hi, I'm Dr. Amy Carter with AC Wellness and Aesthetic Hair Med Spa. Welcome to our virtual event about weight loss using injectable medications. We are going to have a presentation, and then at the end of the presentation there will be plenty of time for questions. So please use your question tab and we will make sure everyone's questions are answered at the end. There will be one lucky winner for a giveaway that will win a $500 credit to AC Wellness. In addition to our one lucky winner, everyone who schedules a weight loss consultation will get $250 off. At AC Wellness, our weight loss programs involves a thorough health history where patients come in, they fill out a thorough health history, and then we go through that health history with them, send them out for a panel of labs, and have them back and personalize a treatment plan for them. We are a little bit different than a lot of places because we do get lab panels and we do develop a personalized plan. It includes seeing people back on a regular basis to see what their struggles are, to see what's working well for them, and come up with new ideas about nutrition, exercise, a change in medication, either dose or adding another medication to their regimen. The weight loss injectables have been a game changer in weight loss in this country for the last year or two, and we are so excited for you guys to come in for a weight loss consultation. Both semaglutide and tirzepatide are offered at AC Wellness. We use a compounding pharmacy for both, and semaglutide is what's called a GLP-1 drug, or a glucagon-like peptide 1 drug. In addition to a GLP-1 drug, tirzepatide also adds a GIP drug, which is gastric inhibitory peptide. So for a lot of people, semaglutide works really well, but tirzepatide is kind of a newer class of drugs that adds an extra drug, and a lot of times people have fewer side effects and it will work a little bit better. Semaglutide is a little bit less expensive. Tirzepatide is a little more expensive, but often has a fewer side effects and works a little better. So anybody that needs to lose a substantial amount of weight and doesn't have any contraindications to the medicine is a great candidate. To be FDA approved for that, you have to have a body mass index of 27 with an abnormal lab. But we use it off-label in people who want to lose anywhere from 10 pounds to many, many, many pounds. So we hope in the first month that people start losing weight, but it can take more time for some. There are some people who are more weight loss resistant, and we really have to bump up those doses and see people back on a monthly basis. For some people, they start losing right away, and people can lose anywhere from 2 to 12 pounds in a month. Some people don't lose much the first month, and we have to kind of bump up that dosing and get them to higher levels. So it's just very patient dependent. So people first come in for the consultation and they spend some time giving us their history, and we talk to them about the medications. And then we send them out for labs. Then they come back and we go through a plan with them and develop a personalized treatment plan. If people are good candidates for the injectable medications and want to start those, then we send them out with the injectable medications. We teach them how to use the shot so people can do self-injections easily, even people who are scared of it first and don't think they can. I haven't had a patient unable to do it themselves. So we will teach you how to do that. Patients will go home, use the month's worth of shots, and then come back for a weight check and to see how they're doing. And we will either keep their dose the same or bump them up and kind of talk about what's working well for them and what any changes that we may need to make. So once people have been on the weight loss shots for a period of time and had significant success with their weight loss, sometimes people will notice a loss of volume in their face or saggy skin. And so there are a lot of aesthetic procedures that we can also do, like filler in the face, treatment of kind of a flatter bottom. We can also do Emsculpt, which is building some muscle in their body, as well as some tightening procedures that can tighten skin. Thank you so much for spending some time with us today, learning about AC Wellness and our injectable weight loss program. Stick around. We're going to have the live Q&A in just a minute, so you'll see me in just a minute. At the end of the Q&A, we will have one lucky winner. And so we will give that one lucky winner a call. You will also receive a text message to see if you're interested in signing up for a consultation. And if you are, then we will give you a call right away also.
Thanks for watching the initial part of our virtual event. We are happy to answer any questions that you guys have. So please type them and we will be answering them as we go. Okay, the first question, what is the process of discontinuing use? So, you know, there's a big range and it depends. It's just very person by person based. There are some people who we will taper down and spread out the doses and then go off for a period of time. Some people will go on and off periodically throughout the year. Some people go on around the holidays, or they'll go on before they want to get into their swimsuits. And then some people stay on low doses most of the time. So it just is very dependent on the person and what their needs are. What are the costs? So the costs range for the semaglutide. They range from $299 to $469, depending on what dose people need. And for the tirzepatide, that starts at $399 and goes up to $799, depending on the dose that people need. Side effects. So we had touched on some of the side effects. I can go over those again. I mean, with any drug, if you read a package insert, there are lots and lots and lots of side effects that can happen. The most common side effects are heartburn, some mild heartburn. Some people have it more severely. And if people start out with heartburn, you may notice that more. Mild nausea. Some people have severe nausea. The tirzepatide, typically people have fewer side effects, or the side effects aren't as severe as the semaglutide. So nausea, not feeling as hungry. Some people can have some mild abdominal pain. It shouldn't be significant. If it is, then we need to look into their, make sure they don't have pancreatitis. Some people have mild constipation, headaches, fatigue, you know, any GI stuff. Those are all things that people can have, but most people tolerate these pretty well. And nausea, a little bit of heartburn, and not feeling as hungry is the most common. Okay, and there's a poll, so make sure that you guys kind of take a look at that, and we are happy to get you scheduled in the right location if you guys want to at the end of this event. So the price of the injections, again, we kind of went over that. And so typically we start on a lower dose, and then depending on people's success with their weight loss, we can either bump up the dose or keep them the same. Just depending on how they're doing. So it varies person to person again. As far as exercise goes, there's some questions about exercise, and people can still exercise while they're on the shots. In fact, we want people to have a regular exercise routine. We want people's diets to be healthy, lots of lean protein and vegetables. We want to make sure they're maintaining protein. We kind of say eat the rainbow. We want lots of bright colored fruits, and vegetables and lean protein. And then we do want a regular exercise regimen to maintain muscle mass and to make sure that people are being healthy. So some more questions on maintenance. And again, maintenance just depends on the individual person. Some people need higher doses of these drugs. Some people have significant weight loss on the very lowest doses of the drug. And so the maintenance is very individualized and just depends on what people need. The initial cost of the consultation is $500, and people today that sign up for a consultation will get $250 off of that initial consultation. So when we talked about labs, there's some questions about labs. And so this medicine is FDA approved for people that have a body mass index of 27 or higher, along with an abnormal lab. And the abnormal lab can be a number of different things. It can be high cholesterol. It can be an abnormal hemoglobin A1C. It can be a high fasting insulin or a high fasting glucose. So there are multiple things that can be the reason why the labs are abnormal. And so that is if you're using it under the FDA approved indication. And the medication that is sent to a pharmacy can be FDA approved. Not everybody qualifies for that, and not all insurance companies pay for that. Here at AC Wellness, it is all cash pay, and we do use a compounding pharmacy for the medications. And so people don't have to, we can use it off label where it's not FDA approved for those medications. If people have 10 or 15 pounds to lose and they don't qualify for all of those things, we can still use it. I just have to make sure people are educated and that we're using it for the right reasons. There's a question about, do we typically combine weight loss shots with hormones? We do. I'm an OBGYN by training, and I do lots and lots of hormone therapy for both men and women. And so that there are some people who need hormone therapy in addition to that. There's some people who just need the weight loss, and then there's some people who need the hormones. And the hormone consultation then would be a separate consultation from this weight loss consultation. But we're happy to talk about it with you and go through things if you need help with that also. And then how long do people stay on the shots? That varies. Some people stay on the shots 2 or 3 months, and some people stay on the shots long term. And again, it's individualized depending on how much weight people need to lose, how successful they are on the doses. Some people, like I said, can lose weight on the very lowest dose, and some people need much higher doses of medication. Some people need weekly shots for a longer time, and some people we can space out to a shot every 10 to 14 days, sometimes even less frequently than that, and then discontinue the use. And if people are eating well and exercising well, some people can maintain their weight loss well with that. Sometimes we'll stack other weight loss medications like metformin or phentermine, diethylpropion. There's some other medications that we can use as well if people are struggling. All right. It looks like we've covered. Let us know if you guys have any other questions. Make sure that you are staying to the end. It looks like we've covered most of the questions. So thank you guys so much for coming to the virtual event. And please let us know if you'd like to schedule one. We will give you a call this afternoon, and there will be one lucky winner announced here before too long. So thank you so much. Have a great day.